How you doing, Manginas? Tanky Toddler here, bringing you guys Domination on... What the hell is this map called? I don't remember. I'm just having a brain fart here. I want to know, like, Lockdown? Lockdown, maybe? I don't fucking know, man. Anyway, so, yeah, this is actually shotgun gameplay. I thought it was pretty good shotgun gameplay. I was trying to get this thing gold, and I ended up on a streak where I think I was like 4 or 5 away from a m.o.a.b when the game ended, so that kind of sucked. But who knows if I would have got it, to be honest with you. So anyways, so welcome to Girlfriend Stories, episode 20. And last time we left off, I was telling you guys about Skeletor. And I just want to say one quick little story about Skeletor, and then we'll move on to another girl. Well, this, Skeletor... Well, anyways, okay, so back home, it was about a month after this whole thing happened. And a few of my friends were at this apartment, and we were just all hanging out. And the Skeletor story got brought up by these people that were there. And they had to make sure to tell everybody else what Skeletor looked like and how much of a grin was on my face about going home with her. And so basically they told the whole story, and they started to do a chant at me. And this chant, if you guys know the Florida State Seminoles chant, oh, 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 oh. So that chant is what they started doing, so they started going Skeletor, and so I was like, oh my god, this is embarrassing, and because there's people there I didn't really know at all, and so everybody kept making fun of me about it, but at this point, I just think it's a funny story. I'm definitely over it and stuff like that, so it was awesome, I have to say. It's a memory that maybe shouldn't have happened, but it did, and it's okay. It works out that way. So, now we're going to move on to a couple college relationships. And, I never, like I said, I never dated a girl, but there is one girl at this college coming up that I'm about to tell you guys about. And me and her had a thing for, like, over a year. And we never really dated, but that was my doing. She was really nice. I just didn't want to date, and I'll explain why in a bit. But let's talk about somebody that is kind of funny story, and it's Tabasco sauce. And this actually happened a little bit after this other girl, but so I'm going to go a little bit out of order. But that's because this one is a little bit shorter relationship type thing. And so Tabasco sauce, her real name is Lauren. She got her nickname from her red hair. And I had never seen her before. I think I'd seen her before, but I never knew who she was until I was at this party. And I was at this party, and it's a really trashy, gross-ass party. I mean, it was just dirty there. And but I always went to the house, because I always had fun there, to be honest. And so this girl, I started going downstairs, and this girl was just like struggling on the stairs. And I'm like, she like about fell over into me, and I'm like, are you right? She kind of bumped into me. I think I spilled a little bit. So she's like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to make you spill your drink. And so she started talking to me, and we and her started talking, and we said each other's names. And I could tell she was just absolutely hammered. And she was just crazy drunk, and I mean I was too, but I wasn't even close to as bad, because I can usually hold my alcohol a little bit. I don't get too crazy anymore, as in a lot of people are like, yeah, they said you drink a lot, but you never seem like you're drunk. The only difference I have between drunk and sober me is I talk a little bit more when I'm drunk, and I mean there's times where it's quite obvious, but not really anymore. I know how to handle myself. So anyways, enough about drinking. This girl, so I go down and hang out with other people that I actually know. And so I see her again on the same stairwell. See her on the same stairwell. And she says something to me, and I feel like this is something you probably shouldn't tell somebody you just met, because you don't really know them. But she let me know that she was hammered and high on ecstasy. And I feel like you shouldn't combo those. I feel like you shouldn't combo really anything, like drug-wise. I don't think weed and drinking is that bad. I don't care if somebody combos that. But any like harder drug and drinking, I feel like you shouldn't do that. But I was like, okay, you have fun with that. Like I feel like ecstasy wouldn't be very fun at this party, but more power to her, right? I guess. So anyways, she ended up getting my number from somebody because she told one of my friends that she thought I was cute. And she got my number from him, and I was like, fuck. And look at that spawns, dude. There's like 5 people there. How bullshit is that? I mean, I just got C. They're spawning by B, but they all spawn right there. Fucking stupid. So anyways, yeah, she ended up getting my number and kept texting me. And she was kind of I want to say this is a nicer word, but it's impossible to. She was a little whorish. She got around. She was the village bicycle. Everybody got a ride. And so she basically told me straight up she wants to have sex with me. And there are times when I'd be totally down, but not when it's this girl. And she like actually told my roommate's girlfriend that she was in love with me, and we had never even like hung out. Like, she had just saw me at that party, and like I think she saw me one other time during the day, and just said she was in love with me. And it was kind of weird. She actually became a little bit of a stalker, and she was actually the ones that broke my fucking Triton AX Pros recently too. That was about like a couple months ago. So this girl, I mean, she was absolutely just crazy. And there's a story. Oh, I remember. She started kind of drama. She dated one of these guys that are still called popular, because my school is just like high school. It was. I'm not going to that school anymore, but it was a lot like high school, as in there was just a lot of cliques, because it was 1,300 people, so everybody's story, you heard about, people knew story, I didn't, like, okay, I introduced myself to somebody, and they're like, oh, I've heard of you, and I'm like, oh, shit, what'd you hear? And they're like, oh, nothing. And so I was like, well, that's gay, I don't even know you. But people knew my name, and I just didn't know how, I didn't understand how, because I was kind of a quieter person at college. And so she started a rumor by trying to get back at her ex-boyfriend by saying that I slept with her. And she started telling everybody that, and I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, I haven't even done anything with you. Like, she, actually, what happened was, at that same party, another, like, a few weeks later, she, like, basically, she attacked me with her mouth, like, a second time. And, the second time I said she was the second girl to do that there. And I kind of pushed her off, and I'm like, well, I don't like PDA, and no thanks. I'm good. I'm herpes free, and I want to keep it that way. And so she told people we had sex, and I think just to get back at her ex-boyfriend. Her ex-boyfriend saw me at another party one weekend and approached me about it. And he wasn't mad about it. He was like, dude, bro, do whatever you want. You're good. He was hammered. And it was really awkward, too, because he kept, like, whispering in my ear. Like, it's like, bro, like, back it up a little bit. You don't need to get right in my ear and tell me about this stuff. So, yeah, and there, like I said, there's another story about her. But anyways, senior year, we actually became kind of friends. Like, we didn't hang out all the time, but she was alright. I thought she actually was a little bit better than she used to be. She wasn't as whorish. And so we would kind of be friends. We wouldn't really hang out that much, but she would just always, like, come over and just let herself in, which really got annoying. So, I mean, she was still quite annoying, I gotta say that, and always fucking crying. And always just way too drunk for this fucking small-ass college. And so she actually sat on my Triton X Pros because they're on the seat. And I got pissed. I kicked her out. That's the last time I saw her because I don't go to that college anymore. So I was like, dude, I was like, 180 bucks. She was like, I'll pay it back. I'm like, no, you won't. Nobody's going to pay me back 180 bucks. I'm smarter than that. I know nobody will do that. Even if they break, like, my TV. So yeah, I never really talked to her again, but that wasn't too much. Oh, I almost got murked right there by that Predator missile. So next time we're going to talk about this girl. Her name is Megan. A really long relationship with some drama in it. And it actually just recently, the other day, it kind of just ended. But there's an asterisk by that because it's ended. It's been ended for a while. Hopefully you guys look forward to that. And actually, there's only going to be probably 2-3 tops more girlfriend stories. So it's almost coming to an end, but on the last girlfriend stories, I have a special, I have a new series that I'll be announcing, so look forward to that. And I think I go 41-4. Yes, 41-4 with a shotgun. I know we lost, rather not lose. Anyway, so stay hairy, manginas.